Hey, what's going on, family? It's Original Man X coming at you. Today, we're talking about the humble beginnings of Bitcoin. Okay, so if you want to learn more about Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies, make sure you subscribe to my channel and like my videos. Okay, I'll put some links in the description so you can reference some of the stuff that we're going to talk about today. So, the humble beginnings of Bitcoin. Where did it start? Who started it, right? Where did it come from? I get a lot of these questions. People are kind of still confused about Bitcoin and what it's all about. So let's deep dive and really talk about it. So from my experience, I first learned about Bitcoin back in 2010. I was a little bit late on the jump with Bitcoin, but Bitcoin, the first time I'd say that the public really heard about Bitcoin was back in 2008, late on October of 2008. Before then, a lot of people don't know that Bitcoin's not really the first digital currency. All right, there were many digital currencies before Bitcoin, and most of them existed on what we know today to be the dark web. All right, so if you don't know about the dark web, you can do a little bit of research on it. It's really that part of the internet that is inaccessible to most people. You can't access it through Google or Yahoo or any of the conventional search engines. You need a special type of search engine in order to access it. In fact, I'll do this for you guys. So if you just Google dark web, okay, you can see the dark web is a worldwide web content that exists on dark nets, overlay networks which use the internet but require specific software configurations or authorization to access. Now, you may have heard, you may or may not have heard that 60% of the content that's actually available on the internet is not accessible through Google. So that's pretty astounding, seeing as much information that does exist on Google. But in any case, this video is not really about this. But a lot of what was taking place on the dark web were transactions that were happening, right? And they were happening anonymously. So what is the best way to transact without the use of banks or other third parties? Well, that's when you had the invention of cryptocurrency. So digital currency has been around for a long time. Most people don't even carry cash on them anymore. You've got a debit card, and you slide your debit card, you swipe, swipe, swipe wherever you go. And at the end of the day, those are just credits and debits and numbers that are moving around in the system. There's no actual cash that's being transferred. So less and less are we seeing the use of cash in the system. And so you have digital currency here that really, grew popular through the dark web, through sites like Silk Road. If you know anything about Silk Road, it was bad news. The site, got taken down by the FBI, CIA, and probably every other three-letter organization. But a lot of what was done on sites like Silk Road was done through the use of digital currency. Okay, so nothing new here. But what we had in 2008 was a guy named Satoshi. All right, and this guy, his name was Satoshi Nakamoto. Okay, he really developed a system, as you see here, a peer-to-peer electronic cash system. Okay, and the whole idea was to solve the problem of the double spending. And double spending is an instance in digital currency that occurs where you have a set amount of coins, and you have two separate transactions for the same amount of coins, right? And it's equivalent to counterfeiting when you're dealing with regular currency. Okay, so Satoshi set out to solve this problem of double spending, and it resulted in what we know as Bitcoin. Another problem that it solved really was eliminating the need for financial institutions by using a digital cash system. So this PDF was written by Satoshi Nakamoto back in October of 2008. I'm going to put the link up so you guys can see this. So if you're new to Bitcoin and you go over this stuff, it may be a little bit techy. I mean, really a lot techie, but it's good to kind of get an idea of really what started this and how it started. And if you're already into Bitcoin or other cryptocurrencies and you're already buying and selling, a lot of this stuff will make sense. But this is really a good place to start if you're curious about the history of Bitcoin. So this came out back in 2008, and then Bitcoin actually went online in January of 2009. Okay, nobody really knows what happened to this guy Satoshi Nakamoto. Um, he disappeared shortly and after it launched. I think the last communication that anybody had from Nakamoto was in 2010. So we really don't know where he's at now. Of course, there's a lot of speculation and myth out there, but the bottom line is he left an amazing system where in this system, again, eliminating the need for any type of financial institution or any third party by using a digital cash system where the transactions are actually verified by the computers in the network. Okay, and so this is called a peer-to-peer electronic cash system, which eventually became Bitcoin. All right, so you guys can do a little bit more research on this stuff. This is a great read if you're interested in this, and try to get a little bit of history as to how it started, where it came from, right? You can see here, just I titled this video in the beginning. There was Bitcoin, and I want to show you just where Bitcoin started. You can see kind of back in August of 2010. You can see Bitcoin here, very, very humble in its pricing, right? 96 cents, $3, $6. So you can see as it grew in popularity and as it grew in strength, but still, even in 2012 and 2011, still relatively unknown. Okay, you could buy a Bitcoin for $133 back in April 1st of 2013. Okay, still, I mean, a great deal by any measure. If you look at today's price, which, showing you here, $4,392 per Bitcoin. Okay, so if you're not on Bitcoin, get on it. All right, it's the hottest new thing. If you're interested in increasing your income, and increasing your wealth and increasing your assets through cryptocurrency, I'm pretty much dedicating this channel to that. So stay tuned. Make sure you subscribe, and I'll be back with you guys. All right, take care. Peace.